Have you ever opened your fridge, looked at a container of leftovers, and thought, it still smells fine, so it must be safe? Or maybe you've left cooked rice on the kitchen counter for a few hours, put it back in the fridge, and eaten it the next day without a second thought. Most of us believe that as long as food goes into the refrigerator eventually, we're doing everything right. But here's the strange part. Every year, millions of people get food poisoning from meals they prepared in their own homes. Not restaurants, not street food, their own kitchens. And in many cases, the food wasn't expired. It wasn't moldy. It didn't even taste bad. So what went wrong? If your refrigerator is supposed to keep food safe, why are so many people getting sick from food they've stored correctly? The answer has almost nothing to do with the refrigerator itself, and almost everything to do with how we use it. Welcome to Ordinary Explained, where we uncover the hidden science behind the ordinary things you use every day. Let's open the fridge. Growing up, most of us learned one simple rule. If it's perishable, put it in the fridge. Milk? Fridge. Meat? Fridge. Leftovers? Fridge. Problem solved. It sounds simple enough. And because refrigerators feel cold, we naturally assume that cold means safe. But have you ever noticed something strange? Sometimes vegetables become slimy inside the fridge. Bread becomes stale faster. Leftovers spoil even though they've only been there for a day or two. And somehow, food poisoning still happens even when everything was refrigerated. That doesn't seem to make sense. If cold stops food from spoiling, why does spoiled food still exist inside refrigerators? The mistake is thinking your refrigerator is a magical pause button. It isn't. The biggest misunderstanding is that cold temperatures kill bacteria. They don't. In fact, most refrigerators are more like putting bacteria to sleep. Imagine bacteria as tiny workers inside your food. At room temperature, they're incredibly busy. They're eating, growing, and multiplying. One bacterium becomes 2. 2 become 4. 4 become 8. Soon there are millions. Now imagine someone tells all those workers to slow down. They don't disappear. They simply work much more slowly. That's what refrigeration does. It slows bacterial growth. It doesn't erase the bacteria that are already there. The moment food warms back up, those tiny workers wake up and continue exactly where they left off. That's why timing matters so much. There's something food safety experts call the danger zone. It's the temperature range where bacteria multiply the fastest. Think of it as their favorite working conditions. Too hot, and many bacteria die. Cold enough, and most become sluggish. But in between, business is booming. If cooked food spends too long in that range, bacteria can multiply into huge numbers before you even notice anything is wrong. And here's the scary part. Many dangerous bacteria don't change the smell. They don't change the taste. They don't change the color. Your senses are surprisingly bad at detecting unsafe food. That's why relying on a quick sniff test can be misleading. One of the biggest mistakes people make happens after dinner. The meal is over. Everyone is full. The leftovers stay on the table while people talk, watch TV, or clean the kitchen. An hour passes. Then another. Finally, someone remembers the food and puts it into the refrigerator. The problem is that those 2 hours weren't harmless. While the food sat cooling slowly, bacteria had exactly the conditions they wanted. By the time it reached the refrigerator, the bacterial population may have already multiplied many times. The fridge slows them down, but it can't undo what already happened. Another surprisingly common mistake is putting large pots of hot food directly into the fridge. That seems responsible, right? Actually, it's more complicated. A huge pot of soup cools very slowly. The outside becomes cold first. The center stays warm for hours. That warm center remains inside the danger zone long enough for bacteria to keep multiplying. Even worse, the hot pot can warm nearby foods inside the refrigerator. That's why smaller, shallow containers cool much faster. More surface area means heat escapes quickly. Instead of one giant container, several smaller ones help food reach safe temperatures sooner. Your refrigerator has another secret most people never think about. Not every shelf is the same temperature. The door feels convenient. Milk often goes there. Eggs sometimes do too. But the door is actually the warmest part of the fridge. Every time someone opens it, warm kitchen air rushes in. Then it closes. Then it warms again. Then cools again. It's the refrigerator's version of constant weather changes. Foods that spoil easily are better kept deeper inside, where temperatures stay more consistent. Raw meat creates another hidden problem. Many people simply place it wherever there's room. But raw meat can leak tiny amounts of juice. You may never even notice it. Those juices can carry harmful bacteria. If they drip on a salad, fruit, or cooked food below, you've accidentally transferred bacteria from raw food onto food that's ready to eat. This is called cross-contamination. The refrigerator didn't make the food dangerous. Where you stored it did. That's why raw meat belongs on the bottom shelf. If anything leaks, gravity works in your favor instead of against you. Here's another surprise. Packing your refrigerator completely full can actually make it less effective. Cold air needs space to circulate. Think of it like air conditioning in a crowded room. If every inch is blocked, some areas stay warmer than others. Those warmer pockets become better places for bacteria to grow. On the other hand, an almost empty fridge isn't ideal either because food itself helps stabilize temperatures. The goal isn't stuffing every corner. It's leaving enough room for air to move freely. Now let's talk about one food that's fooled countless people. Cooked rice. It looks harmless, dry, simple, almost impossible to imagine as dangerous. But uncooked rice can naturally contain bacterial spores. Spores are like survival capsules. Cooking kills many bacteria, but some spores survive. If cooked rice sits out for hours, those spores can wake up, multiply, and produce toxins. The dangerous part? Some toxins remain even after reheating. So heating the rice again doesn't always make it safe. The same idea applies to pasta, potatoes, and many cooked grains. The risk isn't that they started dangerous. It's what happened while they sat at room temperature. Then there are leftovers people keep for an entire week because they still look okay. Remember those sleeping bacteria? Even inside the refrigerator, some continue growing slowly. Day after day, little by little. Eventually, the numbers become high enough to cause illness. The fridge buys you time. It doesn't buy forever. Perhaps the biggest lesson in all of this is that food safety isn't controlled by one single thing. It's a combination of temperature, time, placement, and handling. Think of it like locking your front door. One lock helps, but leaving every window open defeats the purpose. A refrigerator works the same way. It's only one layer of protection. If food spends hours sitting out, if raw meat drips onto vegetables, if leftovers stay in giant containers, or if you keep meals for far too long, the refrigerator can't magically fix those mistakes. So the next time you put food away, don't just ask, is it in the fridge? Ask, how long was it out? Where am I placing it? Will it cool quickly? Those questions matter far more than most people realize. And that's the surprising truth. Your refrigerator was never designed to make unsafe food safe. Its job is simply to slow down a race you're already running against time. Once you understand that, the entire kitchen starts making a lot more sense. Food doesn't suddenly become dangerous because it's old. It becomes dangerous when bacteria are given enough time and the right conditions to grow. And preventing that often comes down to a few simple habits that most of us never think about. That's what makes food storage so fascinating. It's not just about keeping food fresh. It's about understanding the invisible world that's constantly changing every meal you make. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden science behind something as ordinary as your refrigerator, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Ordinary Explained, and turn on notifications so you never miss another story hiding in plain sight. And before you go, take one look inside your fridge. You might never see it the same way again.